the flash. That's kind of how it works there, folks. Now double push back in. Safe gets caught, and this is beautiful. hardzao going to try and recover with the dualies. He does have 2 guns, but he's out of time. He's gotten the kit, needs that to even give himself a possibility of this one, provided the 2 players new box don't fight him. Yeah, there's nothing hardzao can do. He's going to have to back away and try and save what little he's got into the next round, and he won't be allowed to.
Already a good start for the Bad News Bears, who did take the win yesterday on Inferno 16-10 against paiN Gaming. Just a correction there. They did manage to pull that one off. It was Dust 2 and Mirage that Bad News Bears could not get under their belts. Yeah. Sorry, do you hear me?
I do now. Was I supposed to be hearing you previously?
Apologies. Yes, you were supposed to be hearing me. I was just talking about Inferno for the Bad News Bears. They actually did take the map yesterday. A good bit of a correction there. They won 16-10 against paiN Gaming, so that was pretty impressive.
It does make this an interesting one. In that pistol round as well, what wound up happening is because of the heavy emphasis from the Bad News Bears in towards the Church, right? They anticipated the way paiN would go about that retake, with Church as a focal point for it, and they managed to isolate the fights, mitigate the advantages that the USBs have, and overwhelm with numbers. By isolating each of those players in turn, that's really well done from the Bad News Bears. And to my eyes, it's a play specifically towards what paiN likes to do. So nicely done there from the Bears. Maybe, again, a situation where there's just so much familiarity that they've got a pretty good feel for the way this paiN Inferno likes to play out.
You got PKL leaning in towards those B apartments. And Safe, well, he's on the scout here. A bit of a force buy coming through for paiN. 3 Deagles and the 5-7. And you see Shake, well, he's about to lean in from Boiler. And he's peeking around off of a flashbang. They come on through. Smoke thrown as well, so they got some perfect cover here to move in from truck side. The thing is, paiN are reading this one, so if the Bad News Bears do decide to commit to the A site, there will be at least 4 paiN Gaming members right here, but I think this is a fake. Yeah, they look like they want to back off. The bomb, in fact, is leave 1 player behind to use a little more utility, and that leaves Bigu very isolated towards this B site, Mike.
Now, let's just say, it is Biguzera with a Deagle. Pull off a happy clip here. But there's a reason that's one of the most well-known clips in the game. And he's not going to get anything. So not a whole lot of luck there. Bomb's going to go down. I would imagine that these 4 paiN Gaming players are going to be tempted to just go ahead and save. Give themselves another chance with the limited weaponry. A nade cost over, but who cares? If you're not going to go in after it, the nade doesn't do much except maybe dissuade them from the hunt. It's only really Shakezullah who's going to be wanting to go for the hunt with the MAC-10 in hand. He'd like to farm up some extra cash off of these players. We'll see if he can succeed.
Yeah, I mean, he's got an opportunity to get a couple here. Not sure if they're going to expect him to be coming from apartments. Yeah, now they know. 2 players saw him save. Could get tagged down, though. He'll have to be careful. But here's hardzao. Should be able to clean up, and he does. MAC-10 going to be recovered there. And paiN Gaming, at the very least, will bring something into the next round. But the Bad News Bears still pick up a second for themselves. And it was a nice fake. You know, they committed a lot of utility to the A site. They knew paiN were limited in terms of their hardware, would have to gamble stack whatever site they felt like Bad News Bears were going to hit. Then they immediately fall off and go to B and easily find that 1 frag they needed to get to find the bomb plant.
The nice detail here is that because that MAC-10 was salvaged, Biguzera gets a gun. He gets a Deagle. hardzao will drop that. There you go. Sharing is caring. It can be fun. I think that was do you remember that Juicy Fruit commercial? I think it was Juicy Fruit. Where it was like, they're like trying to film a sharing is caring. There was this whole ad campaign where it's like people just fighting to the death over chewing gum.
I don't remember, sorry.
Hold on. I'm not going to go looking for it right now because I'll fall down a weird rabbit hole of Juicy Fruit. But we do have a pause, so you know what? I'm going down my Juicy Fruit rabbit hole. See if it works.
Let's go down the...
See if I can find this bizarre... Oh, yeah. Oh, yep, I got it. We've got a little bit of an audio issue going on with the players. Audio is the devil, if you don't know. So we'll just get that resolved shortly, and hopefully it won't take too long to get sorted out. I think I found the commercial, though. It basically is a children's show where people are supposed to be talking about the value of caring, but then the desire for Juicy Fruit causes them to battle. Yeah, that's basically the conceit here, folks. And, well, paiN Gaming and Bad News Bears can only have 1 spot in the Anaheim Challenger event. So they're going to not be sharing or caring They're going to be trying to battle each other to see if they can make it through. Or rather, battle each other to see if they can get a chance to make it through against Extra Salt, where, again, that is the next hurdle. Extra Salt in the top bracket. And I think we also have a audio issue with John. So we're just waiting to get John back in here. You know, things come in pairs. Just how it works, folks. But we should get that sorted in just a little bit. So, Bad News Bears versus paiN. Always a challenge here for the Bad News Bears in particular. They've been a team that have had, right since the whole complication with John G, with B-Wills coming into the roster, we've now had a player disconnect, it looks like, over on the Bad News Bears side. So we've got 2 B-Wills. Always good to have multiple Brendan Willises. They're a team that's maybe seen themselves take a little bit of a backseat to some of the others in the region. Your Party Astronauts, your Extra Salt, your paiNs. They've struggled against some of the top tier, doing better in the Cash Cups, having some difficulty in some of these qualifiers and events like that. And they're a team that maybe needs to refine a bit of form, but this would be a good way to do it against this tough opponent. That's what they're looking to do here. But of late, there have been a few big losses. They did beat Team 1 to obviously get this matchup, but having lost to paiN already earlier in the tournament's not that encouraging. And as we've been talking about, paiN have really had their number to this point. Still, this is a team that's only existed for a year. Obviously, an unsigned roster, players coming together, trying to make something happen. They've undergone various roster changes from the initial, Peter stepping back, Shakezullah coming in, players making moves, players being switched out. But they've really inspired quite a following, quite a fan base here in North America. People excited about the story, excited to cheer them on, and try and get them to a certain level of success. Looks like that round's being remade, as we have gotten everybody back into the server. So hopefully this is going to be kicking off here in just a moment.
I think I'm back too, Mike.
Oh, and we've got John back.
Yeah.
Hello,
Good
John.
timing.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the
Thank
fun.
you.
Just, a little bit of monologuing here in the meantime.
I love it.
Give everyone time to go Google that Juicy Fruit commercial and enjoy this. All right. There's a shot. Shot missed. A little bit. Actually, no dust-up damage off those nades early on. Thought they might tickle, but no. Hardly anything. And we may have lost John again here. He's back. Shakezullah making noise in the apartments, taking 2. Spongey's life lost, but an adequate change. Trade, rather. Taking out 2 of the armored players, taking out a majority of the damage in the round. Big threat now is just safe scout. You with me, John?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What do you make of this round, John? Any hope for paiN?
Probably very little, is my guess. Unless the Bad News Bears decide to push the B site, there's maybe a chance there because they have that crossfire set up, right? But, okay, well, perhaps they're going to end up in that direction. So a chance for paiN to pull this off, but obviously Nekiz, along with Big U, are going to have to be more than perfect with those deagles.
One would imagine. Cross smoke thrown. Oh, no, actually, that's a CT smoke coming out. Going to slow things down for a moment.
Very slow pace.
Yeah, here's the problem, right? You're starting to get low on that clock. Fortunately, there's no more utility from the CT side, so they should be fine once this smoke fades to execute and just roll on through. 30 seconds. Yeah, this is ample time to make the site take happen. Can't let too much of it go, though. Now where Nekiz is. Big U's trying to go through the smoke. It's not working. But if one of those shots connects, if they get one lucky connection here, this could have been a very different round.
I mean, Nekiz is still here, and he does drop Swisher, so that's a 3v2 in favor of the Bad News Bears. But Nekiz, if he gets one more, maybe trouble. The thing is, they don't have a kit, they don't have time. Yeah, this is more than over, I would say, at this point, with Nekiz getting tagged down to 3 and Safe tagged down to 19. So Bad News Bears are going to take a third here. Whether they kill the last 2 members is another question. Nekiz goes down, and Safe is going to tuck tail and likely go for cover. No, he really wants these frags, doesn't he?
Yeah, Junior doesn't live. Well, the thing is, he doesn't want the scout in the next round, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you might as well go for it. Try and make some noise. Try and do some economic damage. Don't believe he's done enough. No, 3 will survive through. Now, whether they stick with the guns they've got is a different question. The 2 rifles, of course, will survive, but what does Junior do here with a T-side scout? Be a tricky one to make work. Seems like he's going to stick with what he's got. We got a bonus round coming through from the Bad News Bears. It's a true bonus, too, man. They got money.
Oh, Spongey's gonna, well, he has to buy up, right, because he died in the previous round.
Yeah.
But it's not too bad. I mean, 3 AKs, a Galil, Junior on the scout, maybe a little bit of weakness, but I'm sure he'd rather save that money for it, especially if they can pull off this round.
I mean, the challenge, I want to get safe going early. Boost up to avoid the Molotov. A risky check there. But the player survives. Op shot missed and information gained. A, that there is an op on the server. That was expected. B, where it is. That is very valuable intel. Though it has shifted around back towards the arch now. Ready to cover off. Bad News Bears are taking their time. Wary of banana aggression. They're seeding all of it over to the opposition. Actually, oh, that's Junior peeking up in towards mid. That's what he was waiting for, to see if a mid check would come through. See if he couldn't tag someone up with a scout. Obviously, with this scout, you are somewhat limited in the particular fights you can take. PKL, very isolated here. Flash the bomb, but they need to get the clear. Oh, 2 kills for PKL. A third as well. My goodness, PKL should never have gotten that impact from the position, but he mows them down. Now Safe is going to try and deny even the bomb plant. Aggressive with the AWP, but reinforcements close in hand, and he catches someone with utility in. It's all going to be on to B-Wills at this point, and he is shot right down. Beautiful round from paiN. It all starts with PKL.
Yeah, great job by PKL to get the 3K right, and then he's got Safe right behind him after he goes down. And when you set up Safe for 1v1 op duels, he will almost certainly win those most of the time. He's that good, of course. So paiN are going to pick up their first round on their first full-on buy, so that's great news on their side.
Do love it if you're a paiN Gaming fan, right? Anytime that Safe's going for those kind of aggressive peeks back in, gets the blood pumping. He has been incredible for them over the course of the last year. We'll see what he can do in this matchup. I will say for the Bad News Bears, obviously the porch clear went terribly awry. There wasn't that much to prevent them from getting it. The spacing wasn't good enough, right? So PKL had 3 isolated fights. He had a chance to reset off of each one. Nice sandbags play, but it gets completely wiped away. 1 flashbang enough to dismantle that. And Swisher, effective on the spray down. Now a missed shot from Safe means they are in. The attempted chase through is punished, but this is still a lost sight, and this is still most likely going to be a save.
Oh man, that was a heck of a shot though. Of course, Safe just predicting the path of Swisher. But the Bad News Bears again taking this B site, not really that much of a challenge, right? You have the frag from Safe like you mentioned, but outside of that, that's clean. So they bounce right back after paiN has a really good hold on the A site. They go back to B, which has been their bread and butter up until this point, and it works out again.
Settling on down now with that full buy tank through. Just 1 player drop. Swisher will happily be able to reinvest here. Someone can drop him a gun and he's A-okay, so no threats there. That means the bank can start to build here for the Bad News Bears side, and this is a pretty ideal result, right? You drop the bonus round, where you're coming in with scouts, limited weaponry. You manage to reinvest right back into it, and you punish them. Now paiN's in that classic Inferno situation where anytime you lose a site with a disadvantage, you're going to have to save because the CT economy is so brittle. Let's see what they can do here. If they can mount defense, this round would be critical. If they could bring it through. Well, a little bit of an aggro peak for Safe, but by his standards, almost timid. I was going to back away from it. We got a little bit of a standoff at Banana. The classic. Zera's past that Molotov. He's committed into it now. He's got support from Car. This fight could get interesting. There's a smoke at bottom Banana, so they don't really want to fight through it. And as a result, it's going to be ground for paiN Gaming.
.103 on the clock here. Shakezullah. Coming in from Boiler and smoking to get tossed there. Still a 5v5. Lots of time being ticked off the clock. So the Bad News Bears favoring a very slow pace of play. I mean, they did try for that one quick hit towards A and it didn't work out, so I can't blame them for going back and taking their time into this round.
This has sort of been their hallmark lately, hasn't it? Starting to get almost Navi-esque with the way they like to play our rounds. They are really, one of the things they like to do is they really like to take as much time as possible to see if someone's going to give Junior a fight. This time it's Shakezullah who gets aggressive. Nice little entry through the arch. Now he's got positioning, but he can't lose his fight against Bigu, and he's looking the wrong way at the wrong time. Timing is everything there. Now the swing in towards lane goes 1 for 1 and back the other way. Big hold from hardzao and PKL. Nice combo there. And at this point, the Bad News Bears appear to be shut out of A once more. Gotta regroup, regain. Do they expect a flank? They do, kind of. Gonna leave Junior all on his lonesome. Just trying to save the op. Ooh. Bad situation there for the Bad News Bears. These A takes have not been very appealing. Right? Every time they go in towards lane, it feels like they're getting decimated. The trades to that point had been even, but as soon as they round the corner, that's where the setup goes wrong. It does feel like... It almost feels like we've gotten into a situation in the current meta where that arch lurk is such a double-edged sword because there's so many ways to defend it. Or so once you're through, right? There's so many angles you have to check as a T. Then unless you have support or a second player or a third player through, it's very tough to stay alive there. CPs have gotten very good at dealing with it. They respond very quickly as opposed to sort of letting the lurk develop.
Shake and Spongey move into the apartments. And the Bad News Bears, I mean, losing that previous round, a little bit tough. They let the clock run down. It didn't play out in their favor. Shake. Peeking around. And yeah, I mean, you do really have to try and pull out the top strats against a team like paiN, right? So not surprising to see the Bad News Bears go with this type of approach. But now they're going to send 3 players down banana. Flashbang is used to force Nick his back. That will open up quite a bit of space for them to make their push on forward. Not to mention they've got 1 player guarding around mid and another one in the apartments to ensure that paiN can't come in on the flank.
Or Shakezullah going to try and press this arch approach again. Bomb's moving back towards A.
I think so.
They're holding the rotation. Shake's just going to be the lurk here, and they're going to go for a 4-man take on towards B. They've only got 30 seconds, even less than that by the time they execute. So, this could be bad. There's not a lot of util. There's actually no util left here. They just need to hit the shots. Neck is down. They should know the second player's towards the oranges, and they do indeed. Well done from Swisher. He burns alive, but it is worth the price of admission. They need to get that bomb down, though. Safe knows he can deny it, and if he does, it ruins their day. The AK spray will push him off, and he actually doesn't leave fast enough. Now it's definitely a save, except this time they've lost the op. paiN Gaming, that one's going to be a painful pill to swallow.
It gets really tough when you're winning 1 round and losing the next on CT side in particular because your economy goes down the tubes. That said, Nekis and Bigu do have 2K each, so maybe that will help up. Not to mention that PKL and hardzao have these A1Ss coming to the next round, but still, you're absolutely right. I don't think the op will be an option now that Safe lost it, trying to go for those shots through the smoke. It was actually good on Spongey to connect on that shot. He's up to 2 frags, and the Bad News Bears up to 5. All right, so 8th round of play. Let's see if paiN decide to buy into this one or if they want to play it more cautiously. I mean, you have 2 rifles, so you'd think that they'd want to kind of force their way into this, but it doesn't look like they've committed just yet. I see a deagle bot up and some armor, and that looks to be it. Okay, so they're going to go for the save. It's not a bad idea, of course, because you're going to have a much stronger buy in the next round, but now they have to rely on the A1Ss in PKL and hardzao's hands. As hardzao is going to peek over the half wall. Could do some damage here against Swisher, whose leg is showing, and there it is. hardzao, the opening frag. A second one could come through. A smoke would help a lot because that's an AK recovered.
There they go. They're going to be able to get down there. Can Pikachu get his hands on the rifle? He can indeed. Wow. Big reinforcements here and around that the Bad News Bears cannot afford to let slip. This is the opportunity to twist the knife against paiN. You can't fumble here. And they don't have a response. Again, this very slow style. They're waiting. They're going to wait it out, and they're going to retake banana control. That's the strategy here. And admittedly, there is just one player here, but a timely smoke, I believe, picked up off of that body. Going to help hold this for longer for Bigazera. I've left him alone with the AK. I kind of love that call for paiN, right? This is where you've shown presence, and you've shown presence with one of the rifles. Shift them all around. So the question is, do the Bad News Bears figure out the gambit in time? So there's 3 players in A, and if they execute onto the site, they're done for. This does look like a B exec. Does look like they're posturing this direction, and that would be good. hardzao trying to come back around to support, but Shakezullah lurking through Arch. This could be perfectly timed. No, he's called it clear. He's calling the bomb back around.
Gosh.
A misread. Now they're headed into the stack site, and players are hidden. Players are tucked. They're not showing anything for free, and pKal's going to be able to play off of this pistol player in sight. He won't even need to. Big kill coming in. Safe's been dropped, but they need more. They know pKal's in the graveyard. They need to react to it. No one's watching for this. What a kill. Going for more. He's found the damage, but not the round. Bomb's down. They'll at least get a chance to play the post, but the health is not good. Spongey and Pip has to be the difference maker here. E-Wills is just a wisp away. He needs to play off of contact. He cannot just take a fight, and they're going to try and buy time. There is a kit in hardzao. Keep an eye on that. Because the other one's talking the graveyard steps, so they need hardzao's kit to be useful here. Spongey. And the mini pitch. Catches hardzao. That drops the kit in the open as well. Bigazera, such a tough spot for him now. He needs to get towards that parcel, but he's got the shot. He's taking the 10 second. Does he have the 10 second?
I don't think so.
He needs the kit. With that, he might have lost the round.
No, I think he has it. I think he has it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good comms from his teammates to point out he needed the kit and where it was exactly. Half a second, a fraction of missed movement extra there, and that round would have been for the Bad News Bears.
Wow, that was very scary for paiN for a moment, but they do pull it off. And honestly, I'm surprised that Shake made that call, right? You find that you're clear on Arch. I would have rather them said, okay, I'm going to pinch or Shake pinching through Arch into CT, and the other 3 continue their push on to B, given how well they were set up. But instead, they have to work it all the way around to the A site, and then, of course, they're walking into 3 players. Now there's going to be an engagement right off the bat here. Shake drops Neckes, and Safe will find the trade immediately to make it a 4v4. And the Bad News Bears are going to fall off that B site once more. They're throwing utility, they're showing face onto A, but this time paiN aren't really going to rotate their players around that much. Still 2 on B and 2 on A. They're not fighting on what could be a fake here by the Bad News Bears towards A.
Gonna get the boost up over the half wall. The beat engagement with Bigazera. There it is. There's a spot. I think Piggy saw it. Gonna be backing away for sure. Drops the smoke to give himself a little bit more time. And the Bad News Bears have not showing a willingness to go through these smokes, right? They haven't done it. Again, their slow, methodical style. They don't even have a flashbang for it here, so they really can't risk it. The utility advantage is firmly there for paiN. That's the problem with seeding the kind of round they did. I know it came down to the wire, folks, but you got to remember that round only started with 2 saved guns. There were 3 pistols, bare naked out there, no armor, no investment on those 3, and paiN converted it. This is a really tough spot for the Bad News Bears. And these Galils see their way through. Walk out. What?
What?
A Galil? All right. Okay. Way to convert, Swisher. What a peek. What a peek. Now pressure's applied towards the A site. They know they've got them on either side, but well played from pKal and hardzao. Need a bit more. They might not get a bit more, but reposition from pKal is just so good. And Junior will have to go to the sidearm. 5 seconds. He's run out of time. He's run out of time. He's run out of clock. He can't win this round. Just couldn't find the bomb fast enough to try and convert that. And that's going to be the win for paiN.
I think it needs to be said, Mike, this is a stark contrast from the Bad News Bears of early 2021, right? The roster was obviously different, but they were known for their blitz style of play, very aggressive, no fear. And now it feels like that's slowly been shifting more towards that slow, methodical pace of play, which makes sense because that's the type of IGL Shake is, but it feels like they just moved off it completely.
Yeah, I mean, it's the calling swap, right? Used to be Peter calling.
Peter.
Dirty Peak Pete. Now he's busy bum rushing poker tables.
And doing well for himself, too.
Shakezullah, a very different style here.
Yes.
And it has been completely remade in his DNA, his fingerprint, right? Combine that with the roster changes that brought Junior in to pair with Spongey, who was already here. You got that Triumph core. You got B-Wills, who played under him on Triumph as well. It is very much Shakezullah's team. PKL, a different IGL, certainly with a different style. Does get one. He survives. He's still up on the porch. He commits. That's bold. Junior's up. Going to be effective here and safe. Does not get the kill he was hoping for. The no-scope, though. Style points added. Safe. Oh, making it look good. Does get caught by the tech. It's a 2v2. And there are guns available for the two players that do survive. And a bomb down. A post-plant established. Shakezulah's position. He's going to fight in towards the apartments. That's a mistake, a blunder. He wanted a position of strength, but waiting in store was Biguzera. And now he'll drop the smoke and give himself space to get around and readjust. Junior now has so many question marks about where he's going to go. This guy is the star of the roster. Will they need that star to shine right now? He's got the first. There goes the moto smoke. There's the cross. Is the bomb planted for him? It is indeed. Should put him out in the open, and Netkiz is just put on notice by that nade. Time alone, I think Junior's got it now. But he's going to try and survive as well. That he won't be able to do. Netkiz having to concede the round, but he will at least save the AWP.
That's just all Junior. He opens up the round and ends it, right?
Yes.
Those two frags that he got to clear out mid and then walks onto the site and by himself was able to deal with a 1v2. Even though he doesn't get the final frag, he had a perfect plant, a smoke that was ready in the winds, kind of thrown right next to him, and then, well, it was all over. That said, at least paiN recover. Oh, no, they didn't recover the op. Died with the bomb, right?
No, it did not survive, it seems. I thought it had. I could have sworn it had. No, it apparently did not. So, rip off. No one gets it. No money available here, and Mac10's going to try and make some money, but Biguzera might have some other things in store. So it's just like, wait, I killed the guy. Don't I get the rifle? Nope, Spongey snatched it. Spongey has yoinked that gun. No Galil for you, Swisher. Ay. He's going to swap to a MAC-10 with more bullets, as Spongey had not yet pulled the trigger. And here comes the exec. Nades being thrown. Execute will come in. There's a player up on the flower pots. There's a player in the dark corner. And one more lying away to coffin. So a few surprises in store, but PKL at least not able to convert just yet. If the second coffin player goes down, I think they're done. I like the commit from PKL. It's not going to be enough to win them the round, but I think a pistol alone behind a smoke, committing through to get one, does at least give your team a chance, rather, for some chaos to be sown and some madness to come through.
But a good quick round from the Bad News Bears. Didn't waste much time. Once they got it set up in banana, smokes were thrown. They charged on in, knowing that paiN didn't have the best of buy. And of course, they cleaned them up pretty handily. I agree with you, though. You know, PKL committing to that makes sense. He did get one, could have even flicked for a second. And in that situation, it was really the best option he had available to him. So, paiN are going to fall in another round there as the Bad News Bears pick up 7, looking to make it 8 and take a lead into the second half guaranteed. And I mean, given the fact that paiN have full-on saved here with only a flashbang bought up, you have to think it's going to be in their favor. They're trying for the push down banana. I can't really blame them. All 5 players coming on through, but Junior and B-Wills are farming away with the AK. It's all over in 20 seconds. The Bad News Bears taking 8th easily.
All right. Clean on that one. Rolling the cart on down the street. Swisher's rocking 100 ADR right now, which is pretty impressive. Got to be working them assists, especially in the entry capacity that he's been doing a lot of these rounds. That's not bad at all.
No, and also that shot on safe with the Khalil against the op. I mean, that's stuck in my mind.
That was filthy. That was filthy. He's one of the most interesting players on this roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
And has been for a while. He's really emerged over the course of the last year as part of the Bad News Bears. And he's interesting because he's not the quintessential eye-popping star player that you necessarily look at. He has those games, 100%, where he's the eye-popping star. But he's also willing to do anything. He's willing to get in there. He's willing to entry. He's willing to be second in. He's willing to be aggressive. He's willing to be passive. He's willing to do what he needs to do. He's the good soldier of the roster, if you will. You couple that with the talent he's shown, it's just very exciting for what he could do in the future.
Absolutely. I think there's no ego there either, which is really helpful, of course, for the Bad News Bears, because that's what makes it so easy for him to slot into different roles whenever he's asked to do those. So, yeah, and he's been the damage dealer since John G left, no question.
Nice kill from Big Uzera. He's also, speaking of their opponents, a guy who's familiar about playing with some Brazilians. He's part of the Yeah Gaming roster.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that feels like years ago.
Only one. But it does feel like a lifetime, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With such guys as Dumao, coming on in, part of that roster. RCF, Tatazin. It was quite the squad. And then, Swisher in twice. The natural pairing. Just what you'd expect. Oh, B Wells. Who sees who? No one sees anybody. Smoke does its job. Flashbangs do as well. And here's the decimation. Big Uzera from the back of sight destroys this round. paiN Gaming keep it clean here. We're coming to the close of the half. The paiN Gaming are looking to make it close.
Bad News Bears waited way too long for that execute. I think it was down to less than 20 seconds once they started moving on in. And of course, when you put yourself in that type of situation, yes, it can be advantageous because you can catch your opponent off guard in some cases. But most of the time, you run in and you have to execute perfectly. And if you don't, the round is done. And that was the case. Lost every single player. In fact, the Bad News Bears see that round for paiN Gaming. That said, they still have enough money to absorb that round loss, but if paiN wins this, you have to imagine that a 7th round is likely on the horizon for them. Molotov going to fly in towards car. Bigu standing around it. Will take a little bit of damage, but he just doesn't want to give up this positioning. I can't really blame him. He peeks around. They don't even expect it. There you go. He gets one. Is going to get traded by Swisher. Nice trade on the Bad News Bears end. They still can't push up as Nekis is waiting.
Oh, what a play. They didn't know he was outside of the smoke. Beautifully done for Nekis. That's just theft in the night, and then he's away. No chance to respond for the Bad News Bears. Beautifully done. Now the two players here, going to be Shake and Swisher, trying to work their way in towards B, but Spongey on the lurk means he can't really help. He can't really contribute. He's hoping someone comes looking for mid information, and that he can make some punishment happen there. Timing going to be rough here. Oh, Nekis' first contact safe will pop up off of him. There's the smoke in. There's the kill. Now this gets very tough indeed. A swing is bold. The molly down means Shakezullah can't do much about this. He's again not grouped up, but Spongey's caught that lurk. Is there enough time for the rotate? There is. But look at the response from PKL. He recognizes where the bomb is. He recognizes where the site player is. And now Spongey has to come back in to clear him, and PKL has ruined that. All under Shakezullah. He's just got the op and no health. The Bogdan situation with 20 seconds to go. He better pray he finds the right timing here. They even bring the rotate. Again, knowing that they have to have brought the bomb back over here. They're comfortable floating that player. Neck is even going to hedge his bets, but talking to the corner, it's PKL. This has to be a hard clear. The timing on the reload. Oh, the no-scope connects. No time for the bomb plant, though. PKL has won it. If that first no-scope is a kill and not a leg, it's a round.
It's a plant. Yep. It's just heartbreaking for Shake. I mean, the fact that he hits 2 no-scopes, one after the other, but the first one just didn't deal the killing blow. As I mentioned, heartbreaking for Shake. You know what? paiN Gaming will take that peak. Well, I mean, in fact, as he spotted out Spongey and was able to take him down to really make that a much more difficult situation. And at the end of the day, cannot forget what he contributed into that round. 8-6 for the Bad News Bears. 15th and final round of play here in this first half of action. You see the Bad News Bears lining up for potential quick B pop. Now they're going to slow up because, well, their own smoke, in fact, is guising off their vision. But they wanted to use it to get up close and personal at the half wall. And paiN, as soon as they see it fade, they throw a Molotov, and the Bad News Bears throw their own utility right on back. Back and forth battle here for control of Banana, and the Bad News Bears certainly have gained it. It's just up to paiN to slow them down a little bit. And I think PKL might have been thinking about pushing down mid. He peeked around, but I believe he spotted a player, so he's going to stick around this A site for now.
First smoke had a big old gap in it. It's been reinforced, though. Could have a better one. Utility behind it as well. Lots of util here for paiN Gaming using this final round of the half. Bad News Bears are very much committed into this B take. It's worked well for them so far this game. Gotten them a lot of success. Bulk of their 8 rounds, right? But now, having established the forward position, having established the bulkhead, they're rotating off. they're going to start to take a little bit of space towards bracket. And paiN Gaming have not shown them any aggression in mid, which is why they feel very comfortable pushing up late again to get this A controlled. It's been very passive towards the A site. And now they're going to try and execute. That's a huge miss from saffee. It's a little off today on some of these fights, but he will collect on his second. He's got another opportunity. They tried to go with the blitz approach, and saffee has punished them for it. One after another, they fall. Junior planting the bomb will be run down. No chance to win it. Doesn't matter that the plant came through. Funny that I say saffee is off, and then he just immediately kills 3 because of course he does. Dude's wild. That's going to take us through to the half. We'll take a quick break here, folks. Be right back.
I never thought you'd make me high. Fuck, I'm so high. I wanna kiss your thigh. I love your groove, the way you move. You gotta choose if you want a boy or a man who's smooth. I see you smile. Don't be so it's
Well, as close as it gets at this half. Quite an interesting scoreline, to be quite frank. The Bad News Bears, an initial foray, initial momentum, then a slowdown, then a pullback. It felt like this was a very back and forth half. And I'm curious to see how they're going to do on the second half, or if paiN can really start to implement the game plan here now that they're on the attacking side. Ooh, aggression down mid. Shakezullah wants to take the initiative here. They are pushing right in the Bad News Bears. Shakezullah's got one, but the math has come back the other way in a big way. The Bad News Bears tried to strike boldly, and boldly, they have died.
Oh, yeah. It's, well, it is the pistol round, but it looks like it's done unless Junior and Beebles get a quick 2K.
Junior?
Or something here. Junior has oh, no. He missed all his shots, Mike. And Beebles does get Big U, so that's something. 2v3. But the control of the site has been given to paiN.
He drops the bomb there. It's so interesting how this round plays out. As it is, there's still a molly and 2 flashes. That's incredible that they've held that utility in reserve here for hardzao. Right?
Ooh.
Does a molly come out now? It does indeed. That isolates the moto player, prevents him from getting in. No kits either on the Bad News Bears mean that they're going to be up a creek. Even if they get back in towards the site, they just don't have the time for it. What a shot from Junior. They got to go quick, and they do have it. I don't think they have the time, though. Round has been won for paiN Gaming, even if the kills came through for the Bad News Bears.
That's impressive just to get all the kills, to be quite honest. I mean, great work from B-Wills in order to find 3 in that round. And the Bad News Bears, well, they do lose the opener. At the very least, I mean, it's not much, right? Because only the pistols are lost, and all the utility had pretty much been used up by paiN. But still, tied up 8-8 as paiN Gaming are going to take no chances here. The rifles are already coming out. 2 AKs, 2 Galils, and you have to imagine Nekaz is going to be on the AK as well. He is, as the Bad News Bears are forcing up, as you would predict with the current meta. Swag 7 for Shake. The scout for Junior is going on a run boost, and he catches information, goes for the headshot, and misses it. So he's going to have to try again here, potentially against saffee, and saffee is just waiting for it, and the lack of head armor punishing Junior against that Galil. Nekaz walks up, he spots out 2 more. They're just going to continue to force the issue here against the Bad News Bears. They know they have the advantage with these AKs, and these 2 players are both stranded on the site.
Not a lot you're going to be able to do here. Ducking around the boxes. Shakezullah with the mag. All right, money. Consolation prize, but he's stuck in the corner. Oh, Shakezullah. No one told him he was stuck in the corner. But it only lasts so long. Love the attempt. Love the fact that he gets 2 kills with a mag 7. So
that's money.
1,800 in his pocket. But it's not going to be around. What does he do with the extra money, John?
I mean, I'd consider getting an MP9 if I were him, but I guess he wants to help buy up the op in the next one.
Yeah, it's looking like that might be op money. Definitely op money. Okay. All right. That's going to allow Junior to buy in towards the scout, right? Because he doesn't have to save up for the AWP. Okay. There's a tag. A little bit of scout action early, but it is just pistols on the other players. USPs. You can't imagine this round is going to have a whole lot of success. shifting the scout, moving it towards the other site, but it may be too little too late. Banana control's already been taken. There's even a player peering around lane. paiN Gaming, about the opposite of the Bad News Bears in terms of pacing. They're everywhere on the map super early on.
Yeah. But that's the style they've been playing for so long, right? Oh, PKL's going to get a nice shot. But Junior responds. There's one on PKL that might lead to paiN going off the site, because look at the space they've gained on A, right? They have all the information that no one's home, and it should be an easy plant.
I like that they leave hardzao, whose job is literally just keep this gun out of their hands. And he does it pretty effectively. Round is distinctly over. That's not in contention anymore. What's in contention is, can they get the rifle of the one player they killed? And I don't think hardzao has any interest in letting them. They're even going to send a second player to play rifle police. Why not? Oh, a little bold on the full rotate off, guys. They're going to get away with it here. But Junior is going to try and give out some haircuts. Oh my goodness. He is good with that scout. He is good. A reposition here, a relocation. And see if he can get Shakezullah pick up the gun. Nope, won't happen. Oh, the tags! Everyone's tagged.
I think Junior hit every player in that round.
Yeah, he got every single kill that they had, and he hit every player in that round. That's wild.
That really is. So, I mean, Junior's been pretty on point, honestly. Definitely not a weak spot on the Bad News Bears so far here on Inferno. The thing is, paiN Gaming, of course, we're still early in this second half on their T side, but they've shown a lot of aggression. The Bad News Bears really haven't been able to deal with what they've thrown in their direction. So let's see if that continues, or if they slow down the pace of play as we head into the first full buy-up for the Bad News Bears. Nate flies in, connects on Swisher, and there's Nekez taking down Junior. And once more, they're already up banana. First 20 seconds, just waiting for this Molotov to fade away, as Shake, peeking around mid, could have the timing to spot up Nekez, but not actually going to commit to that peak in the end, as paiN Gaming are going to regroup towards banana, grab the bomb, and likely go for a hit here.
Safe. Takes one a second as well. From over the Kaufmans, I thought Swisher had gotten away, but no such luck up against Safe. So quick, this guy. Bombs down, rounds one. Not even in contention, not even a thought can cross the Bad News Bears' mind that they might be able to go for this. Safe has just denied it. 15-11 is his score line, and any slowness that I was seeing in the first half, just a couple isolated misses. That's all gone. Far from my mind now. This dude is just so snappy.
You can't question Safe, Mike. You just can't.
You really can't. I mean, I think he was missing just a couple, but it's just warm up. He needed to warm up. He's warm.
Yeah, and actually, he, over the last couple of days, in fact, yesterday, he was missing as well. I think he was just struggling to find his groove. It really showed on Ancient, for example, up against Extra Salt, where they only got 3 rounds, and he was really nowhere to be found. But he's slowly finding his rhythm once more, leading the scoreboard here, tied with PKL. But the way he's going here with this op, you have to imagine that he's going to have a much bigger contribution in the second half.
We talked about it a bit last week. This team's been playing a lot of Counter-Strike lately, which isn't unusual for them, right? They play a lot of Counter-Strike, period. They are grinders. But we're coming to the end of the year. They've just had a trip over to Europe where they played a lot of CS. They've come back. They're playing a lot of stuff here. And Argentina. So they've been around. They've been traveling. They've been playing. They've been playing. They've been playing. They've been playing, which is their general mentality. They are serious grinders. But you got to imagine end of the year, maybe a little bit of fatigue is set in. Especially when you're playing back-to-back-to-back series, you know, and I think they've probably played most of the days over the last 2 weeks.
And there's really no break either, right? Because they're going to jump right into Premier Playoffs after this.
Well,
it's a lot of CS. But not to say the Bad News Bears haven't either, right? They've been doing the exact same grind, if not more, with all the cash cups they play.
Certainly true. Certainly true. Haven't had the travel as recently, but yeah, it is one of the battles for teams this year. Is all of these opportunities obviously create chances for a team like the Bad News Bears to exist, where they're largely functioning off of their prize winnings. But it also means you're always playing. It's tough to build in breaks. So I think both sides probably looking forward to a bit of a holiday break here, and maybe some time to reset. Junior Big opener. Takes Nicky's out of play. But they have lost the space, and that leaves two players isolated towards apartments here.
It's a lot of space gain for paiN up arch side here, Mike. And they will have an engagement. hardzao gets tagged down to 59, and Spongey will be a problem for them.
Hit monster. Shakezullah up in the apartments. They weren't expecting that. They thought Spongey was isolated, and they will pay for their assumption. Now a 4v2, but they're starting to come the other way. It's all in the safe. It's incredible, this guy. But he's flanked out. There's no way he's getting away with this, and it will be Shakezullah to put him down one way or another. He was being caught. It does, in fact, come from the bullet of the IGL.
And that's a great opener from Junior that sets up the Bad News Bears to ensure that paiN Gaming cannot get onto that A site and plant the bomb at the very least. There was a lot of space opened up for them to get there, right? Because they had already moved up arch side, but the Bad News Bears quickly closed the gaps. The frags came in, and they are able to get a 9th on the board for themselves. They're going to send 2 players towards the B site, 3 towards A is paiN Gaming. Let's see if they go back towards that faster pace of play. They will have a nade thrown down banana on the Bad News Bears side, and 1 in return from paiN. And that means the Bad News Bears can't really push up that aggressively. You have to imagine the Molotovs are going to come in soon for paiN as well. So far, they're just waiting for this smoke to fade away. There's the Molotov.
Cost the choke point, but the cost is so much health, and now the bodies are being lost. They're into the breach, but it turns out that the breach maybe wasn't so promising. Oh, good flashbang out for B-Wills means that everything's on the safe. And as he jumps high, Shakezullah has already crept out and will lay him low. Double digits found for the Bad News Bears. They bring this back within 1. Without the bomb plant there as well, paiN are likely going to have to take a bit of an eco here. Now, John, harking back to the first half. Bad News Bears were looking like they were going to be putting the hurting onto paiN, and then they lost 1 round to 2 rifles and 3 naked pistols. They can't let that happen again.
No, they can't, but it's always a possibility with paiN, especially with how good Safe is on that Deagle. In fact, the whole team pretty solid with it, but man, Safe can really pop some heads. Let's see if they can pull it off. Like you said, it would be a critical turning point for paiN Gaming if they can get this eco. If not, we're sitting at a tied scoreline. And really, since the guns have come out, the Bad News Bears have looked quite formidable on their CT side. The thing is, paiN has also slowed down their pace of play, giving the Bad News Bears time to set up.
Yeah. Smoke out. Now you're going to get the execute. They don't really have any other utility to throw a single HE, so once they've shown their one piece, you got to imagine they're going to operate off of it. Seems like they're actually going to go through it. Well, this is interesting. They're going to try and overwhelm the op. They wait for it to fade, hoping that a player would be caught on the other side, trying to peer through. There's the jump. Molly gives cover. Now Junior going to reposition in towards mid. They're trying to overwhelm. Reinforcements are coming from B, but they've got to go quick. It's a pistol fight, and Junior only does get 1. He's got the cavalry here, and his op has already been dropped back onto the dirt of the library, and that is going to be a relatively clean recover. I love the idea from paiN.
Yep.
The idea is purely to pressure that op, to take that op out of their hands and overwhelm with so many pistols that he just can't do anything about it. But the response from the Bad News Bears, the rotation to support, was quick enough that it wasn't a problem.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, Mike. I think in that situation, it's a really good play given what they had invested into the round. They charge on through into Arch. The only thing is they couldn't kill Junior fast enough. He gets a frag in, and it gives Swisher time to rotate back from the B site and deal a few more blows. All right, so tied up at 11, but here comes paiN with the AKs once more. And there's that utility battle towards Banana, a hallmark of Inferno. hardzao is waiting. I think he wants to throw this Molotov, just perhaps biding a little bit of time. And that nade, I don't think it necessarily went where he wanted it to. Maybe it did. Maybe he wanted to make sure no one was standing in that smoke. But either way, good job by the Bad News Bears to push back paiN. And now they stack on A. This is a hard read, Mike. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is.
On what info?
Not a lot of it. But they are going to set up, it's a retake on the B, right? So they're set up heavily for A, and it's the correct read. The bomb's leaning back this direction. A flashbang will push Junior off the angle, but there's so many more. Junior's got 1, but Nick takes 2. Can't chamber around fast enough. PKL into it. This kill needs to be big for Swisher, and he only goes one and done, leaving B-Wills in a clutch. This bomb is going down. Bad News Bears had the read every day of the week, but paiN had the execution. That's where we get back to the familiarity with the team, right? They can see the signs early on that this is going to finish A, and paiN doesn't care. You can know what we're going to do. Stopping it is a different question.
Jeez, that was... They dug right into paiN's strap book on that one and knew exactly what was coming their way.
Tough to see what did tip them off. That's a kill that doesn't come through. hardzao stays alive. That's the important part. He doesn't need to take this fight. He just needs to survive. And he's done it. He's done it. They've won the round. B-Wills has to back away. There's nothing he can do about this one. paiN, are they even going to be able to get a bit to chase him? No. hardzao dropped in the boiler should mean that he's fine and safe and dandy. And PKL will just keep that op alive into the next.
Alrighty. So good job by paiN walking into a 4-man stack on the A site and still managing to pull it off. And PKL's actually impressed me a lot. IGL for paiN Gaming, not always known for his fragging ability, but as of late, like I mentioned, he has really been strong and critical in a lot of their wins.
Well, you think about it as well, a lot of their setups, especially the takes towards A, he was the hinge piece over on their own defensive half, and he stood strong. He's having a really nice map. Really solid contribution. He's top of the board, but it's also just the impact of the frags that he's getting. Not just the volume.
It's a bit of a boost attempted there by the Bad News Bears over the smoke, but they couldn't really see anything, so they immediately fall off of it.
Comes a play. All right, utility clearing out the top of banana. Still a minute 15 on the clock. Lots of time to play with. Even though paiN have slowed down a little bit, they are much quicker than Bad News Bears were on their own half.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
It's night and day, really. Pressure's going to be on to Junior once again. At least it looks like. Smoke fades. Junior good for it once more. Survey says yes, but we'll see.
He has been good so far. There's no question about it. And he's zeroed in from arch side, waiting for someone to test him. And that test might not come through. I think they're just going to leave Neckers behind here, Mike, and go towards B.
Classic lurk. Now B exec. What do we have to set up here? Swisher and B-Wills playing together. One player second oranges. One player either behind or on top of the new box. Behind. Okay. Hands out to pillar. The Molotov could ruin this. The Molotov will ruin this. Molly's down. They have to smoke it. 15 seconds. Really? They're going to go through it. Going to test the Molotov. They're taking a ton of damage. They have to execute. There is no more time. That's a huge kill. B-Will staying alive by the pillar. Has he done enough? DKL has to force this plant. Junior! What is that? Have a lineup on the no-scope, and he's won them the round.
Doesn't even need to zoom in. Just L1.
Didn't even
That's
see
it.
the player.
Left click. Yeah, no, doesn't need to see him. Doesn't need to zoom in. Just no-scope him through the smoke while he's trying to plant the bomb. Ay, unreal. But, you know, just as you say, Mike, that paiN has had a much faster pace of play. They slow it down to the point where they leave themselves only 15 seconds to get the job done on B. And I don't know why teams put themselves in that position. It's just so undesirable, but it happens again and again. I guess it's just a matter of not being able to decide where you want to go. And at the end of the day, once you do, it's just too late. hardzao is going to get connected on for a little bit of damage from that utility safe as well. As paiN Gaming will be forcing up here. It's not the best of buys, but you do have safe, of course, with the armor and the op. PKL on a MAC-10, hardzao with a deagle, and a Galil and an AK to round out their buy, as all 5 players are now stacked up at the top of banana. And they're going to fall off of it. They're leaving one behind. This time it's Neckers. Once more, actually, it's Neckers. And he gets connected on through the smoke. Shake just followed the tracer fire.
And that, folks, is why the A1S is the best rifle in the game right now.
Yep.
Can't get tracer traced. Can't happen.
It was yesterday, actually. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, yesterday, I can't remember which player it was, but they opted to keep the A1S instead of picking up an AK.
I agree with it. It's it depends. I think it's map dependent and situation dependent. But I think there are a lot of situations right now where the A1S is legitimately more helpful. than the AK. Like, I get that the one-tap headshot is magnificent, but a 4-shot body spam is just impeccable. I think there are major advantages to the A1S. Look, as someone who can't hit heads like me, A1S, best gun. Good flashbang timing. They don't execute off of it, but now B-Wills catches them. He's dancing around the pillar, and oh, this setup is good. Swisher and B-Wills playing off of each other, playing off of the flashes from Shakezullah, and making good on them. Hardzao's just going to be chasing, and they want this gun out of his hands.
Mike, paiN waited again until the last 15 seconds, though.
Yeah.
2 rounds in a row that they've walked into the Bad News Bears, and it seems like when the Bad News Bears don't have to worry about much of the, I guess they don't have to worry about the clock. They just have to force paiN back for a few seconds, and then the round is over. They performed well.
In fairness,
B side in particular, yes.
In fairness to paiN Gaming, in that round they were limited in utility, limited in weaponry, right? So you're trying to bleed out whatever you can from the CT side before you hack to exec. But yeah, you put yourself in a tough spot when the actual exec comes in. Here comes an aggressive play. No waiting around for B-Wills. All right. Busting out of his bedroom. Got enough of staying inside over the last 2.5 years? How long?
I think it's 2.5 years now, yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Not going down that road, John. Not going down that road. Keep the sadness at bay, John.
Maybe it's only been 2 years.
Lands are back. Lands are back.
They are.
That's a thing. Anaheim's gonna happen. Challenger Anaheim. This is for This is for the first North American CS LAN.
I can't wait.
Since the last one was Anaheim, wasn't it?
It might have been, yeah. I think it was,
of 2020.
Yeah. DreamHack, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So there we go. Open and close it. Land's back, baby. Land's back. And these teams are fighting for a spot at that LAN. Last few rounds going to be critical. This one, of course, had to come down to the wire, but it's looking like unless paiN Gaming do something wild, it's going to be a 14th for the Bad News Bears. Junior chases the first on the jump around. Oh, hits the second. Gone to the side. Armin is overwhelmed. But another play on the library does make this a little bit easier. And now Shakezullah can control this from a position of strength. It's just the pistols. Does he let PKL so close? He does not. All right, gun gained. This round is getting a little riskier than you would like it to if you are a Bad News Bears fan. Here comes a wrap in. You've got the sight. The bomb's going down. Can't deny that. What is his shot? Oh, Safe has 2. It's come down to the clutch. PKL has a rifle, but Spongey will save their bacon. Once again, the Bad News Bears letting rounds get way too close against limited buys. But they do win it.
Yes, it's the most important thing. They get the win, and their economy is in good enough condition that it's not that big of a deal. As paiN Gaming, what an effort. And Safe, I mentioned how good he is with that deagle. We didn't really see it up until that point.
Filthy. Oh. He's filthy. That guy's wild.
Really is.
All right, well, paiN need to show us something now. They've got the money for it. They've got the cash. No issue there. They haven't invested yet, which makes me think, yep, okay, there we go. There's a tech. Classic. Seeing the Glock still in hand, it's like something has gone horribly awry here. Let's see. Yeah, technical coming in here. Haven't seen it end just yet, so it seems like we might be looking at this for just a few moments here, folks. But this does give us a chance to talk about it, right? The Bad News Bears, this is their map pick. They would like to go up to 1. And in the last best-of-3 series against paiN, they did triumph here on Inferno. But it wasn't enough over the series, John. What do you make of their form that you've seen so far today?
I think they're looking pretty good, honestly. The T side had a very slow pace of play, but it did yield the results most of the time, since, of course, they're now up, especially on their CT side. It took a little bit of time to get the CT side going, right? paiN Gaming's fast pace of play really threw the Bad News Bears off in the early goings, but once paiN slowed it down even just a touch, the Bad News Bears really punished, and 2 of those rounds, paiN just taking too much time, and I think handing the Bad News Bears the lead they have right now. Another thing I like for the Bad News Bears is that they didn't pick into Dust 2 for their second map, given that paiN have, of course, beaten them 2 times in a row on it. So they let Dust 2 float. It ends up being map number 3, and instead we have Nuke.
Looks like we are going to take a just short little break here, folks. We'll be right back when this game's ready to resume.
see make me wanna holla, 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 holla. Been a long time coming, babe, my return to the scene of the crime. Telling you for nothing, I'm gonna take what's mine.
And we're back here. Thanks for pairing with us there. We should be getting underway in just a few moments. We actually have a timeout being called from paiN, as the technical did end, and they needed a little bit of extra time. I don't know if someone stepped out, went to the bathroom, you know, they're running back. Toilet paper stuck to their shoe, just sprinting back to the desk. That's what I choose to believe. All right, we're back into it, folks. This is a critical round for paiN. If they're going to make something of Inferno, if they're going to contest towards the end, well, now's the time to do it. You drop here, you give up map point, you don't have a lot of cash to contest for the long run.
Yeah, a very pivotal round coming through for paiN here as they jump right into round number 27. paiN take that aggressive control down banana, and that nade on PKL, though, takes him down to 21 HP.
Catch him with both hands. Junior. Lost the elbows. Doesn't quite have the shot, though, but he will come back around for it. Knew he had to stay strong. Necky's actually got the spam through to catch Junior, but Spongey was there for the punish. So they lose their Opper's life, but they get two back in turn. Worthwhile exchange for the Bad News Bears. It certainly seems it. Minute 15 on the clock. The setup did play out. B&B early on. Now they've just gone for the 2-2. The old 2-2. You'll know it from your ballet days. But it seems like they're actually going to float the third over, abandon the 2-2, and like the frills, and just leave the one player playing B in a retake setup. So they will have numbers on A in what looks like paiN's first forays towards this site.
Yeah, I mean, last time they went there, I think it might have been when PKL got 3 frags. Oh, excuse me. Not, I'm thinking of Bad News Bears, man. Oh, my brain is breaking right now. But either way, paiN Gaming are going to go towards this A site. And it's going to be a flashbang thrown into pit. Spongey blinded, and he will be able to get one on hardzao. Safe does manage to take down Shake, but look at Swisher go. Safe is down for the count. Only PKL left with 21 HP, and the AWP not a desirable position, not to mention the bomb is not in his hands. He does get one on Swisher, but time is going to run out anyway.
This shot just lets him save. That's all it does. That's all it does is set him up with the save. With the AWP, it's worth it. It's more than the loss bonus, certainly. Brings a chicken along into the next round as well. No, don't shoot your chicken. PKL, you just recruited the chicken. You can't shoot it. All right. Chicken's made it through. Chicken lives. Show mercy, PKL. He's got the op for a safe. They've actually got a pretty good investment. That was the one gun they wouldn't have been able to reinvest into, I believe. So, well done for PKL to bring that through. Now, map point for the Bad News Bears. 3 to play for the Bears. PKL, you monster.
Gave him that glimmer of hope of survival, then stabs him in the back.
Only paiN. I mean, look, it's as advertised.
Yes.
Yuguzera. Oh, the Molotov forces Spongey into his crosshair. There we go. Nice setup for paiN. Looking for a similar thing, but in the boiler room, Shakezullah will turn up the heat. Now, that was interesting, right? paiN expected a similar setup to what they had in the last round, and they tried to put some emphasis into dealing with it. It worked. But they didn't expect Shakezullah in mid. Now what do? Gone 1 for 1. Even exchange. Theoretically favors the T's. Not substantially on this situation, I don't think. But now they're going to try and open up more towards A with safe. Got the big green. Got the zoom. The zoom. And they're going to try and let some time off this clock. Smoke top B. Molotov to try and isolate a player. Here's the peek back in. This is top banana going on right now, but it does mean that this take is going to be a little slower. Another molly committed. Ooh, Bad News Bears dumping all that util. Might come to regret it because now the exec's going to happen. 30 seconds left. What do they still have on the site? very little. Swisher's picking up HEs. He's just trying to dump them. Flashbang's there, smoke's there. HE's gonna come through. Gonna play off of it into the pool. That's a huge kill. There's an extra Molotov stash for them, and that could be the difference maker here. Love the play from Swisher, but he only goes for one. And Chance here to plant the bomb. But Junior through the smoke. He's got one. He's got the second as well. And he's got the game. Junior puts it away. 16-12 for the Bad News Bears. They move up 1-0 in the series as they fight to stay alive here in the Anaheim qualifier.
That's just a great job by the Bad News Bears. Excuse me. They just do a great job in their first half of action, you know, even though